Alright, I don't know if I'm ready, but here it goes. I'm back. Remember me? Oh, it's been a long time. It's been, I want to say my last video was back in what, March? Maybe, no, I don't think I made it to April. I think my last video was in March. Maybe. I don't know. And I didn't go look because I didn't want to go look. But I finally made it back. Well, Joe, where have you been? You may ask. I've been here. I've been crazy. No. I just, I'm not going to say a bunch about what's been going on because that's one of the reasons why I just kind of I wasn't doing much on any social media because all the COVID talk and worrying about whether or not I was going to be able to get toilet paper to wipe my butt was really stressing me out. My anxiety was through the roof. So I just almost dropped off the face of the earth because I couldn't do it. I couldn't deal. I quit watching the news. I quit watching Flosstube. I go and check Facebook periodically. I just dropped out. I had to for my sanity. I knew what was going on. I wasn't in the complete dark. Every so often I would watch the news, but I just couldn't. I just couldn't. So I didn't. There were other things going. There's other things that had gone on too that kept me away. I hadn't been stitching. Around April, maybe, I don't know when, some way back then, I started having the pain I have in my hands started to increase to where I couldn't stitch very much. If I did, it was probably 20 stitches at a time, 20 stitches an hour, and I just got frustrated and I said, okay, I'll stop stitching for a little bit and read, and that's what I did. And since I wasn't stitching, I wasn't making videos. And that's where I've been. And there have been a ton of people out there, and I appreciate everyone who has sent me a message or emailed me or texted me or whatever, asking how I was doing. Some of y'all I got back to y'all, some of y'all I didn't. It's just, for my sanity, I needed to cocoon myself with nothing. Bubble wrap. My husband thought I was going crazy. I thought I was going crazy, but I just had to take a step back from everything. So that's what I did. Lucky for you guys, I'm back to stitching. I actually just picked up a project. What's today? Today, I'm filming this on today's Wednesday. So Monday, I picked up a project and started stitching because it's a project I wanted to stitch for someone for Christmas. So, and I got a couple other projects I want to stitch for Christmas gifts. So I figured I better get my ass in gear and get it done. So, and then in the last 2 weeks, I've been getting caught up on Flosstube. Now, when I say caught up, I don't go back and watch everyone's videos that I've missed. What I've done is I've gone back and you can select. I've gone back a month and I started watching everyone's videos from the beginning of October, and I'm getting caught up that way. I've also picked up a couple of new people I'm watching, so I'm getting caught up on you guys, and I figure that, well, I might as well just go ahead and jump in and make a video. Okay. Before I show, and I do have some stuff to show you. I got something stuck in my tooth. Hang on. Alright, sorry. What was I saying? See, I need my hair cut. Look at this, guys. I can't remember the last time my hair has been this long. But the lady who cuts my hair is still not open for business. And I don't know if I trust anyone else to do it. And if I don't find anyone I trust to do it, I'm going to let my husband do it. Because I know my husband's not going to cut it too short because he happens to like my hair long. In fact, he doesn't really want me to get it cut. He wants me to keep growing it. I can't stand it. It's driving me batshit crazy. So, sooner or later, I'll probably end up doing it myself. But anyway, Why did I start talking about hair? I don't know. The people who've been with me from the beginning know how I am. If you're just now watching me, get used to it, because this is it. What was I going to say, though? Oh, okay, I was going to tell you a funny story. Alright, so Monday, there's this project that I want to make for my second granddaughter's other grandmother for Christmas. So I pulled everything out. I pulled the fabric, I pulled the chart, I pulled the floss, get everything set up, get ready to work on it, and I can't find my needle. Now, if you've watched me for a long time, you know that I have one needle that I have used for years. Same needle. Not that I don't have other needles. I have a pack of needles. Terry made me get a pack of needles. Or she gave me a pack of needles, one of the two. So I have a pack of needles. But I couldn't find the one needle I always used. It wasn't on the last project that I had stitched on. It wasn't where I normally would keep it when not in use. I looked in every project. I could not find... I spent 20 minutes trying to find this one needle. And finally I said, okay. I broke down and said, okay, I'm just going to have to break out another needle. You know, because I don't think I can stitch without a needle. Well, lo and behold, I went to go find my packet of needles, and I couldn't find them. I looked everywhere. There's 3 different places I keep my cross-stitch stuff. I searched in every single space and could not find my needle. I spent over an hour looking for this pack of needles that I know I have. Can't find them. Don't know what I did with them. So I had to use the only needle that I did find, that I did have on hand, but it happens to be the needle I use for Krennic, our Petite Treasure braid. And I know that this is the needle that I use for Krennic because I always keep a piece of Krennic on it. So I know that's my Krennic needle. Because, you know, when you use Krennic and you pull it through the hoop and everything, it could cause the eye of the needle to get little like burrs in it and everything. So I don't want to use it for my regular thread. I had no choice. I had to use it for my regular thread because I couldn't find my other needles. None of them. I think a needle thief came in here and stole my needles. I think someone said, well, you're not stitching, you don't need those, I'm taking them. I don't know. I do plan on, hopefully, sometime next week, pulling out getting all my craft stuff into one location and go through it all and try to find the packet of needles. Because I don't want to continue to use this one needle. I mean, I will use it on this project, but I would rather find a needle that hasn't been used for Krennic. So my question is, when I do that, and when I pull all my patterns together, would anyone be interested in seeing all my patterns? Should I do, what is it they call, a pattern parade or whatever? I don't know. If anyone's out there interested, let me know. And while I do that, when I pull all my stuff together, because I'm also going to reorganize it while I'm doing it, I'll do a little pattern parade. Not a whip parade, because I don't have very many loops going at the time, but that's what y'all would like to have. Y'all like? Okay, no, I'm not going to talk about that. Okay, so, and this is probably not going to be a very long video, because I don't have that much to show. I do know I got something in here that I finished, like, back in March that y'all haven't seen that I'm dying to show y'all. And and there had been times between then and now that I thought, well, maybe I'll do a video just to show that off, because I wanted to show it off, but I didn't. Why make a video just to show off one thing? I haven't got any haul between then and now, because I wasn't stitching. Well, I'm not going to say I didn't get any haul. The only haul I got was the fabric of the month I get from Under the Sea Fabrics, Leslie. Hi, Leslie. I love her fabrics. And the Nest Egg flosses from Trish. Hi, Trish. I get the Classic Colorworks, and I get the... What else do I get? Trish, what else do I get? The Simply Shaker, the bonus ones that have, I think, more on it. I don't know. I don't know. I send her the money. She sends me the floss. We're all happy. So those are the only two things I've been getting in. I think the last charts that I got, I had showed you guys that I had bought. I showed you guys. If not, then if I do a pattern parade or whatever you want to call it, you'll see it then. So okay, let's see. Anything? Okay. Before I go on to show y'all stitching, I got something else. God, I got to do something about this damn hair. I always say that. I've been saying that since I've been doing videos, haven't I? Back at the end of July 27th, my second granddaughter was born. I call her Little Bit. So now I got Love Bug and I got Little Bit. She is adorable. She is a very good baby. Love Bug absolutely adores her little sister. I'm talking when the two of because they're not always here. I have a grandchild at my house every day. I have one or both of them every day of the week except for Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesday and Thursdays I don't have either one of them. But all the other days I have either one or both of them. Love Bug, when she's here with her baby sister, and that's what she calls her, baby sister. We're trying to get her to say her name, but no, to her that's baby sister. All she wants to do is love on that baby, hold that baby, kiss the baby, try to give the baby Cheetos. You know, it's kind of hard to explain to a 3-year-old. Well, she's not quite 3. She'll be 3 next week. A 3-year-old that, you know, her baby sister has no teeth yet. She can't eat Cheetos. Or chocolate milk. She doesn't understand why she can't share her chocolate milk with her. But I want to show you a picture, and I kind of cringe when I show you this picture, because this picture was taken like right after Love Bug got up in the morning. It's like about 5 in the morning. A Little Bit was already awake. I was downstairs with her. Love Bug got off, so she's still in her pajamas. Her hair's all in her face and all. She got bedhead. But it shows the expression that she has on her face pretty much the whole time she's around her baby sister. And it is just adorable. And it's a good picture of her baby sister. But there it is. Let's see. Oh, no, I'm trying to get it so there's no... That's good. Whoops. That's it. That's love. But look at her. She's pure joy. And that's how she is around her baby sister. Pure joy. So there's Love Bug. And there's Little Bit. Little Bit will be 4 months old in 2 weeks. So she's 4 months minus 2 weeks. Or 3 weeks and 2, or 3 months. I don't know how the hell old she is. Don't ask me. God. So those are my two pride and joy. I'm trying to, there we go. Just look, I just love this picture. And what I love about it is just the pure joy on her face. I mean, let's see if I can find a better one. No. And all the other ones, you can't see, you can see one, but you can't see the other. So yeah, that's, alright, this is what happens when I leave my phone around and Love Bug gets a hold of it. I get pictures like that. So, alright, anyway. Our pictures like that. I don't know. That's just a blank screen. So yeah, so I'm spending a lot of time with my grandbabies. I love it. I mean, yeah, it's now that I'm back stitching. Over there. Now that I'm back to stitching again, yeah, it's going to cut into my stitching time. But you know what? I don't care. I love those two girls like you wouldn't believe, and they just they love it. And Love Bug, she's okay. Love Bug has been a little bit slow on her talking. She's just now getting to where she's putting more than 1 or 2 words together. And there's some words she can't say. Well, they call me, I'm Mime. Okay, I'm not grandma, I'm not mama, or what. I'm Mime, and I would go into the whole story about how that came about, but not now. If you're interested, let me know. I'll tell you. But anyway, I'm Mime, and Lovebug can't quite get the Mime, so she calls me Mama. Now, if her mother ever heard her call me Mama, she would blow a gasket thinking that, we're encouraging it. And we're not, because every time she does call me Mama, I try to correct her. And if she says it slow enough, if I make her say it slow enough, she can say Mime. But when she's in a hurry and she's trying to talk fast, it comes out Mama. So, I don't know why I was going somewhere with that, and then I lost my train of thought. Okay, it's 15 minutes in. Y'all have heard enough of my rambling. Let's look at some stitching, shall we? Now, I was working last time. I think the last time I saw y'all, I was almost finished with this, but not quite. And I probably should have ironed it or something, but I didn't. But I finished. Look at that! Oh, look at that! Look at that! How far back do I gotta get? Is that awesome or what? Now, someone may look at this and say, "Well, Joe, you're not finished with that." Yes, I am. There was some krennic and stuff that went inside this border and some beads. And I started putting it in down here on the bottom. And I got a little bit in. And I didn't like the way it looked. I liked it better without it than with. I don't know why. It's not because I just was tired of stitching it. Because if I would have liked it, I would have continued. I just didn't like the way it was coming out. So, but look at that. Is that awesome or what? I love this. I was hoping to have it framed before Halloween this year, but it just didn't happen. I have, no, it's not COVID. I believe I have a frame big enough to fit this. And I am confident that I can frame it myself. But look, it's all, hey, Gary, hey, listen, Gary, is yours finished yet? Because we started this together, remember? Look at that. I just love it. That moon, when the moon was one of the, in fact, it was the last thing I stitched. Because I stitched everything else, except for the back stitch. Well, actually, all the back stitch except for the back stitch that hit the moon I did. So the last thing I did was all the moon and the back stitch that touched the moon. I finished the border and everything else. I saved the moon for the very last. Because I thought it was going to be a big pain. I did. I thought the moon was going to be a big pain in the butt. And so I saved it for last. But let me tell you. No, it went fast. It wasn't a pain in the butt. The floss, it was was it a Karen's water lily? I don't remember. God, my hair. Anybody out there cut hair? You want to come over and cut my hair for me? But yeah, I just love it. I love it. I love that pumpkin head. I love the way the tree, oh my God, look at that tree. There is a mistake in here. And it could have been a very big mistake. And when I saw the mistake, I was like, oh crap. Because if I would have ripped it out to fix it, I would have been ripping out a heck of a lot of stuff. And so I didn't. I fudged it. And if you can find that mistake, and I'll even tell you what kind of mistake it was. I was off by a half a stitch somewhere. Yeah. So, if you want to try to find that mistake and tell me where it is, then, I don't know. I'll slap myself silly. How's that? But I don't think you'd be able to tell. So yeah, that's it. I finished it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It will be framed before next Halloween, because I will have this up on my wall by next Halloween. Because, I had to tell you that too. It will be up. It will be up by next. We'll have it up for next Halloween. Yeah, that was it's Sleepy Hollow Glendon Place. And if you're wondering what I stitched it on, hang on, let me get this out. From Under the Sea, Lagana, 28 count, Nyx. Super, super enjoyed the stitch. I don't know why I waited so long to start it. And this was a gift exchange. I was in a gift exchange, and I got this along with the bag from Lucretia. Thank you, Lucretia. I finally got it done. And Lucretia was one of the ones that... I'm sorry, Lucretia, I never got back in touch with you. I'm still here. I'm still alive. So I got that done. Now, I know that was a finish that I needed to show y'all. That the last video I did, I was still working on it. Other than that, I don't know what I worked on, what I didn't work on, what y'all seen, what y'all didn't see. Now, normally when I do a video and everything I show y'all, normally after the video I put it all up and then I start new. And when I work on something that y'all need to see for the next video, I keep it right here on my table next to me so I know that that's what y'all need to see next. So I have these bags here that have been sitting there since the last time I did a video. So I'm assuming there's things in these bags that y'all need to see. I'm not 100% sure what's in all these bags. So, or what y'all have seen, what y'all haven't seen. So we're just going to go through, and there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, one bag I know y'all haven't seen because it was a new start after my last video. Okay, we'll get to that. Okay, so I'm just going to show you what's in these bags that have been sitting over here. In this bag, this project bag, oh, I have the spring trio houses. And out of these houses, I got 2 of them done. I know. I just got the 3rd one to do. So I don't know if I showed you both of these finished, or just one of them finished, or none of them finished. So you're going to see them both. So here's one. I think this is the one, because this is the second one. This is this one here. And I know I did this one first. So this one y'all might have seen. I'll go ahead and show you again though. I finished that. Isn't that lovely? I love these little houses. And they've come out. Waxy Moon has come out with more that I got on my wish list but I'm trying not to buy anything till, we'll talk about that in a minute. But look at that. I love the way my house turned out. And and what I found, I don't know how, when y'all have houses to stitch and you're using variegated floss, how do y'all floss? I mean, I know you do 1 X at a time. Do you do like 1 X and go all the way across, then jump up and then go all the way back across this way? Or do you go all the way across and then then over here and all? I don't know. Well, I did that on a couple of houses that I was stitching that was variegated, but I didn't like the stripy look, because the point of using the variegated floss I thought was to make it look like brick or something. I don't know, but I didn't like the stripy look. So when I do houses and it's variegated floss, this is what I do. I do it in blocks of 4. So I'll do, how can I explain this so it makes sense? Because I know it'll make sense to me. I just don't know if it's going to make sense to you. So what I do is, like, yeah, I would start here because I go from left to right, bottom to top when I stitch. So I'll start here and I'll stitch these the 2 X's on the bottom, then the 2 X's on top. Then I'll go back to the bottom and do the next 2 X's and the next 2 X's, so that I'm doing a square of 4, and then I go over and do square of 4, then I go over and do a square of 4. Does that make sense to you guys? I do that, and when I do that, I like the variegate because it's not stripy. It's kind of like blocky. So, and I don't know if I did it that way on this one. This is the first one I did. Yeah, I did it on this one because you can see where It's blocky. It's not stripy. It's blocky. And I like that look a lot better than I do when it's stripy. Does that make sense? If it does, okay. If it doesn't, it makes sense in my head. And, you know. But I got these two done. I got this one and this one done. And my next one to do, and I'm actually going to keep this out because I think I'm going to start it here soon. The next one I got to do is the yellow house. That one looks like it's got more stitching than the other two. But I'm trying to get, I want to try to start getting a bunch more of my houses done. And yes, I have spring houses in a snowflake bag. Also given to me from Lucretia. She made it when we had a meetup one year in Texas, and I went to it. I hesitate to say it retreat because I think there was only, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 12 or 13 of us there. But and she made one for everyone. So yeah, I have my spring houses in my snowflake bag. Put them over here. Okay, now this bag. Let's see what we have in my Valentine bag. Maybe it's a Christmas piece. Let's see. Oh, well, not quite. Okay, yeah. I bought these. These are my Little House Needle Crafts. Season of Growth, Season of Rest, Season of Plenty, and Season of Hope. It's a series. Y'all probably seen these, blah, 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 blah. I've got 2 seasons done. I got Spring, Season of Hope. And I've got Summer, Season of Growth. See if I can put both of them. See how talented I am. See if I can get both of them up here. Woohoo. I love these ones. They're it looks like I'm looking way over there, but I'm not. I'm looking at myself on the camera, and my camera's here, but I'm looking here. Deal with it. All right. Anyway, so I got 2 more seasons to do, and I think I'm going to keep this bag out so I can get these seasons done, and so that I can say they're done. So yeah, I have my 4 seasons of Little House, whatever this is, in my Valentine bag. Makes sense to me. And this is a Garan toten bag, right? Yes. I need to order me some more bags. I need to order me some more Garan. Alright. Gary, if you're listening, when you do your bag of the month, you do these big bags, right? You should have an option for a bag of the month for the little ones. Because I prefer this size than I do this size. Just saying. Come on, people. You have to accommodate me in this world. Alright, these next 2 bags, I know. These next 2 bags, which is a shamrock bag and whatever this bag is, which I got from Trish, 3 Owl Threads, when she was making them. They're related. Because in one bag, I have all the patterns of, and the patterns, the floss, and the fabric to do this series. I'm not going to show you every single one of them. But I have them all. And I have the ones that I have not done yet in the shamrock bag. I'm not going to show you anything else in there. But the ones I've done and have finished, I have in this bag. And these I will show you. I will show you all of them except for June. Because it's still June in my living room. Yeah, I know. So I did this one. This is January. I got January done. This is probably, I can't read backwards. I know it's not backwards to y'all. Oh, this is May. I love that little bee house. This is July. And June's over there. June's still out. String? What is that? Oh, okay. It's nothing. I love these ones. Again, these are very quick, a very quick stitch. I thought I had more done than that. Oh, I got 4 done. I showed you 3, and well, here, let me show you June. Why? Because it's, I keep ducking out. It's been a while, okay? I forgot how to do this. Hold on for a sec. Because I'm lazy and I don't want to get up. Let's see, is it dusty? This is how I'm displaying them. I got this little box, okay, and they're just magneted on board. Just got. I'm gonna have to fix that. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so I just got little magnets on them. This is June, and then when they're not on here, I can take it off and stick them in here, and then put the next month on. I just haven't. I'm going to get my lint brush out. Got a husky that sheds like crazy. There's June. Ta-da! And I thought about putting, like, I don't know, flowers or bows or whatnot, but honestly, I'm not a flowery, bowy type of person. It's just not me. Alright, so that's that bag. Alright. Okay, now this bag, this is a new start. I know y'all haven't seen it, because I haven't done a video since I started it. And I started this. This is, what is this? This is long string. This is when I'm stitching for Little Bit. Nora Corbett. Which one is this one? I don't know. Why does it say on here? It probably says on the pattern, dumbass. Okay, yeah, it does. Miss Colombian. This is what it is. I had Little Bit's mom pick out which one she wanted me to stitch for her, and this is the one she picked out, which is lovely. I love this one. And this is my progress so far. I got quite a bit of it done. I just got to finish her wings, and then you know, the credit. I mean, it won't take me long to finish it once I pick it back up. But I probably won't pick it. Okay. This was the last project that I was stitching before I stopped stitching. Does that make sense? So this was the last project that I used my needle on. So I was just double checking. In fact, I'm going to bring my light here. Why y'all are here watching? Because why not? I'm just looking to see if maybe my needle's somewhere here. And no, it's not. So this is the last project that I used my needle on. And then it disappeared. But I'm loving those colors. I'm loving how all those blues and stuff come together. So once I finish all the gifts all the stitching I want to do as gifts, and that's, I think I got the one I'm working on now and 3 other ones, and they're all kind of small, so it won't take long for me to get them done. Oh, let's see. Oh, we're 34 minutes. Alright, this is the project that I picked up on Monday that I'm stitching for Little Bit's other grandma, who me and her get along well. On the days that I watch her, that she comes over, that because my son and Little Bit's mom aren't living together. My son is still living here, and mom is still living with her mom. And they only live like 5 minutes down the road. They're super close. But they're not living together. We don't know what's going on with that relationship. It is what it is. But I love Little Bit's mom. She's great. And Little Bit's grandma, she calls her she's going to be Nana. Me and her Nana get along great because, Raymond picks her up in the morning at 4:30 when he gets off work, because he gets off work at 4 in the morning because he works an overnight. So he swings by, picks her up, comes over here, and then either Little Bit's mom or Little Bit's Nana picks her up. And, when her Nana picks her up, we'll sit here and chit-chat and get along. It's wonderful. Unlike Love Bug's mother and grandmother don't want to have anything to do with me. So that's their loss, not mine. So I'm making this for her for Christmas. What happens at Grandma's stays at Grandma's. And I'll be stitching this a second time for me too, but probably not till sometime next year. And like I said, I started this on Monday. Hope the lighting's okay. And ta-da! This is what I got so far. So I got the house almost done. The words are going to be almost done. If I were to sit down tonight, I could probably finish it. Now, there's buttons all in this area. Ouch, I just poked myself. These are all buttons. That's not cross stitching. Those are all buttons. I ordered the buttons. I ordered the buttons yesterday. I actually thought I had the buttons, but I didn't. So I had to order the buttons. So, but yeah, I could finish the stitching on this in tonight if I wanted to. I probably won't. I'll probably do some tonight and then finish, because tomorrow is Thursday. I don't have any kids tomorrow, so I'll probably finish it tomorrow. And then frame it, and voila. That's it. And I have that, okay. I have that in this bag. I have no idea where I got this bag, whether I bought it, whether it was gifted to me, whether I got it at a retreat. I don't know. But I like this bag. I like it because it's perfect for my small projects, because I don't keep my projects on hoops. If I'm not working on them, they come off the hoop. Because I only got 3 different hoops I use. Or not hoops, Q-snaps. Unlike Sherry Burkett, who has boxes and boxes and boxes of them. So, but I like this bag. It's a nice size. The zipper's on top. I like the sparkly, but I don't remember where I got it from. Most of my bags I can remember. This one I can't. Which almost makes me think it might have been a gift. Not that I forget gifts and who gives them to me. It's just, I don't know. Shut up, Joe. Alright. Oh, I did get this as a haul. It was on back order for the longest time. In fact, I had forgotten I had ordered it. And it was on back order. And then all of a sudden I got a notice saying that it was coming. Or that they were going to charge me and it was coming. That's these fabric cuts. The Crazy Annie stitching Priscilla's plaids fabric. Quarter-yard bundle. One each of 1, 2, 3, 6 different ones. I'm not going to pull them out of the bag. If y'all really want to see them, go to Crazy Annie website. Not a very good Flosstube host, am I? And I want you to know, when I started this video, I didn't tell you what this video was about, did I? But I bet y'all all figured it out within a couple of seconds. I just don't understand that. I really, not that I'm not criticizing. It's just a little thing in my head that why would you say this is this about cross stitch when it's Flosstube? I mean, I guess where my thought goes is, what, do you think I'm not smart enough to figure it out? All right, I don't know what I'm looking for over there. Okay, so that's everything. So now we're at a clean slate. So now on my next video, which I hope I can do like next week or something. I don't want to burn my house down. I'll have I'll remember how to do this. I've only been doing videos since 2015, which is 5 years. Oh my goodness, 5 years. I shouldn't count this year because I only got a few months into this year. Okay. Couple of other quick things I want to mention. Okay. Cross Stitch Finish Line, my Facebook group. I'm still, guys, don't worry. I am still writing down everyone's name for the Stitch-a-thon weekends. I know I haven't been posting. I haven't been active in there lately. But don't worry. I am making sure I get y'all's counts down. I'm doing that. Because I am drawing a name and, that's something I enjoy doing. That's my way of giving back. I haven't posted the Stitch-alongs for 2021 yet. I am still going to do the every other weekend for the Stitch-a-thon. I will still do the beginning of each month, the series Sal. And I'll probably still do a couple other Sals, but the rest, I'm not, what I've decided to do, and I'm hoping that everyone who participates in the Stitch-a-thon watches this video and sees it. I'm going to do something on the site itself, but what I've decided to do is I'm going to do more, because I went through, because I go through and I look and see who posts what and everything, and I can see which Sals people post on, and there's some Sals that they don't, and it's like, why put up a Sal if no one's going to, and I'm not angry about it or nothing, I understand, So, but I would like to put up Sals that people are going to participate in. And so I thought, well, the most popular thing I do is the Stitch-a-thon. And yeah, maybe it's because at the end of the year I do a drawing for a $50 gift certificate from 123 Stitch. But that's okay. I don't mind. People participate. And that was the reason why. I wanted people to participate. I wanted to give back. I wanted to help people get stuff done. Okay. All is good. So I was thinking that maybe this year, instead of doing a whole bunch of other different Sals, that I would do what I would call pop-up Stitch-a-thons. And in the pop-up Stitch-a-thons, instead of getting your name in the pot for every 500 stitches or every 100 or whatever, I would do it differently. And I wouldn't post them ahead of time. I would post them like the day before. So that's why I'm saying it's pop-up. So let's say on Monday, I'll put up an event saying, okay, starting Tuesday from 8 a.m. Tuesday to 8 p.m. Tuesday, if you stitch 100 stitches in red, you'll get your name entered twice for the Stitch-a-thon prize at the end of the year. Stuff like that, so that it's a pop-up. And I will do them probably more during the week, because I know that some people don't stitch on the weekends or whatever, so that gives other people a chance to do it as well. And then, I thought that would be fun, having the pop-up challenges, and you can get your name, extra entries into the Stitch-a-thon. And since I'm going to do that, and there'll be more entries and more opportunities and more people entering, I'm also thinking about doing, I'm not thinking, I'm going to. Next year, not this year, not the end of this year, but the end of 2021, I will draw two people. I will draw a first place winner who gets the $50 gift certificate. And I will draw a second place winner who will get a $25 gift certificate and 1-2-3 stitch. So two people can win, the first place winner and a second place winner. That way I can share more joy and more happiness out in this world. So that's my thoughts. So instead of having, because usually I try to have every single day, I usually do 3 or 4 day sales and make sure that every day is covered by a sale. So that, and I'm going to start putting up the sales here soon. So what I'm going to do, the first thing I'll do is go in and do the every other weekend for the weekend stitch-a-thons. Then I'll go through and I'll put in the first few days of every month for the series sale that I do, because I think a lot of people like that. And then I'll throw in, I think I'm going to go in and put in, a couple other sales, like the Forgotten sale or something like, a few other sales. Excuse me. I'm talking too much. I need a drink. And the rest of the time, I'll just go on and do my pop-up Stitch-a-thon challenges. I may do 1 a month. I may do 2 a month. I may do 1 a week. I may do 2 a week. It's going to be, I'm going to try to do it randomly so people can't anticipate it. And it'll be something different. One time it might be stitch 100 stitches in red. One time might be stitch 50 stitches on a hand or something that has a hand. It's going to be random things. I got some ideas. I'll get more. So that's the deal. That's how I'm going to do the stitch-alongs for next year. Let me know your thoughts on that. Let me know if you think it's a good idea, if you think or if you're thinking, Joe, what the heck are you talking about? Whatever. Feedback. Give me some feedback. Alright. That's it. That's all I got. So in the comments, 2 things. Let me know whether or not y'all want to see my stash, my charts and stuff when I go through them. And let me know what y'all think about the revamped Stitch-a-thon or the pop-up Stitch-a-thons. Okay? Until then, stay out of trouble and always make sure you have toilet paper. Bye, guys.